So good morning, dear students, youths, soldiers of Swami Vivekananda, the lovers of this nation, the future leaders. It so happened that in the classroom of plus 12 science, I was taking a class on values in in an informal way. And when I asked the brilliant, talented science students if there is any uh, necessity of maintaining values in life, values like honesty, integrity, unselfishness, hard work, they summarily rejected it, each and everyone, on the ground that without being dishonest, without telling lie, it is never possible to do good well in the exam, to do better in the career. Why? The reason they cited was very much peculiar, but this is what is going, or you can say, trending among most of the youth. They think in that way because they have seen it among people around, just around them. They learn these things, rather these are transferred from their seniors to them, that you have to manage somehow get good marks in the practical exam, then to do well in the exam. So all these things they were arguing one after another, that honesty has no value, telling lie is essential, and you cannot be unselfish and at the same time prosper in life. You cannot do any kind of selfless service to the people in need as a student, because you have to think much about your career. And regarding following rules also, when they're in, whether just in the railway station or the bus stand or in a government office, that I should wait for my turn, I should stand in queue, and I should not throw garbages on the street or in any public place to make it dirtier. So, regarding all these things, they said that most of the people they are also doing, and to achieve success in life, and why should we not? So very good. Then I, after listening to all their arguments patiently, I asked them one thing with help of one story. I said, "You must have your best friend." Everyone said yes. Suppose one fine morning, your friend just has made a call to you and just said that he or she needs some money immediately. Why? The answer was that his or her mother was seriously ill, and his father is not at home, and so he doesn't have any money. The doctor has prescribed medicine and he has to buy the medicines immediately. Now you don't did not have any money, just as your own. You just got some amount of money from your father for buying a book, very important book, and because your friend has asked you and your best friend the money, and because it is very much essential. So, without thinking twice, you just said, "Yes, you come. I would give you the money." Your friend took the money, thanked you several times with gratefulness, and then he left. Before leaving, he promised that within 2 days he would return you the money. Fine. So you are waiting eagerly to get back the money, also the news that his mother or her mother just was recovering or had already recovered after 2 days passed, and you expected that your friend would return you the money, but there is no question of returning any money, and he or she was not answering to your calls also. Now, you might have such kind of ideas in your mind that perhaps the condition of your friend's mother had worsened, and the money your friend was expected to receive from his father or from somebody else, he could not manage. So, all these thoughts and good ideas were actually occurring in your mind, and when you are just thinking that if your father asks you, if you have asked, you have purchased the book, what would you say? So you were thinking, and then maybe that in the school or college, your teacher is also just every time checking whether you have just purchased the book. So everywhere you had to tell lie rather to your father. Yes, yes, you can. You have said to your father that I have placed the order and gave the advance money and waiting for the book to come. And maybe to the teacher, you have said the same thing, or you might have said that my father could not give me the money, and he is trying to just collect it from somewhere, and he would soon give it, and I would buy the book. So all these things you were doing for the sake of your friend, your best friend. Now, one day, a little bit dejected, you are going towards the market, and you saw the auntie, your friend's mother, was actually approaching towards you, and she was looking quite just good in health, and spirit also. So you stopped and you just called her and asked, Auntie, how are you now? And the auntie, as if fell from the sky, said, "What does it mean? No, you were ill, seriously ill. Who told you?" Auntie asked. Why? Your son means or daughter, your friend, maybe Kamal. Sorry if the name, if the name matches with anyone, just forgive me. It may be Kamal or it may be Lakshmi or Rahima, whoever it is that no, Kamal should be, Lakshmi should be. No, my boy, he has then just done some majak with you. Okay, tried to made a fun with you or give you a surprise in that way. Oh, is it? But you could not tell her perhaps that the money which you have gave to your friend. Now, what would you think? The question I asked to all the students present there. Will you still think that telling lie, cheating, or being dishonest is essential for becoming successful in life? And then, if you come to know that your friend actually just called a party and offered a party to his friends with the money taken from you, what will be your impression? The money which you got from your father to buy the essential book, now that money has been wasted, just spent by your friend for fun, taking the name of his or her mother. Uh, so then everyone just kept remained became silent, and they were not just finding any words to just defend it. They rather just cried out, "Sir, it's a great cheating, and this kind of behavior should never be entertained, and such a friend can never be my best friend, and immediately I would just reject him. So this is the idea everywhere. We in general think that we are very good. We are good people. We have some honor, and perhaps we may break some rules. We think that we can do it. We can tell lie. We can be dishonest, right? We can do, I think, resort to some kind of cheating or adopt unfair means for getting good marks or doing better in the exam. So all these things we actually just approve for ourselves. All these things, saying that because of some situation we do. A teacher of one of in my schools where I taught, just one day just told me about another teacher that that teacher actually impersonated the signature for maybe that for somebody else in the school service book, maybe for the doctor, and forced a stamp and did it. A teacher, and really it is a matter of you can say a great fraud or fraudulent way. And that teacher, the first teacher was uh, just you can say heavily he was just speaking against such kind of ill practice, that as teachers we could never do such things. Well, I did also support, but do you know what the same teacher did? He also, just in order to avoid income tax, he managed to get some false receipts for as house rent bills or receipts, house rent bills. He lives in a village, and he showed that he is just staying in a nearby town as a tenant, and he is paying huge amount as just rent for the house. And do you know that false bill was actually printed by a good number of teachers? The false bill, and most of them were actually living in their own house but produced false bill with forged signature of the house owner. And the same person who was maybe the kingpin or the mastermind, yes, they are teachers, I'm just saying, uh, he was denouncing, isn't it? So he was actually speaking against another teacher who has forced the signature of some other person, maybe of doctor or whoever else it may be. So this is the common picture in our society. Educated people, teachers, just you do not rather take the name of the politicians or businessmen. God knows what they cannot do. The main thing is that any kind of wrong, any kind of just you can say violation of rules, social code of conduct, they can do it easily with impunity because they know nobody has any courage to speak against him. But as he, at least be honest like those students, be honest like those students, that when you are at the receiving end and you experience a lot of harm, lot of you can say damage, just then, and it is done by somebody whom you trusted, then you can no longer say telling a lie or doing wrongs, cheating, right? Just failing to keep your promise. All these things are essential for career building or character building. Character building, leave it apart. Even career building also will be far away or just from actually getting it. We manage to build a career by compromises only, isn't it? Otherwise, the teachers find those who paid millions of rupees for getting a job, depriving others, the politicians and government staff, those who were officials in high post, those who are responsible for that, they are all educated people, established people, except the teachers. But the teachers who have a lot of money to pay, sometimes they did it maybe selling their property, parents' property, and you can say, or all the savings of his father or mother, or selling the ornaments of his mother, they might have given, but they have given not for a noble cause. They did not deserve. They submitted the answer papers just blank, and even they expected that they would by the job which actually is deserved by others. So, such kind of things we always support or we always do so long as we are at the receiving end, so long as we are the gainers, rather. But when the same thing is done against me, done with me, the same things, because somebody told me lie, because somebody just cheated me, someone was dishonest, and for that I suffered huge loss, or it caused a great damage to my life and career, and obviously to my character also. Then we cannot accept it, we cannot tolerate it, we can no longer support this. So that is why, just following the advice of Gandhiji, let us let us try to do it. Try to just become like that. Be the change that you want to see in others. You don't want to get cheated. You don't want to be fooled by someone. You don't want someone to tell you lie and by saying that do some harm to you. So if we don't want, you are waiting for your friend or somebody else who was supposed to come there for doing a very important job, and if he or she does not come on time, you may not be able to complete that work, and your friend did not come or was very late and you could not do that work. Then you understand the value of punctuality, the value of giving promise and keeping it. So, in that way, we can ensure that values should be observed by all, that these kind of character qualities which are essential for building a good character, that they are not things to be done in future. Every day, in our every action, in our thought even, we must try to be honest. Sri Ramakrishna, we should know that he tried to follow all these things, even whatever came out from his mouth, definitely they are all good things, whatever. He used to just perform it. And even if that thought came that he would go to respond to nature's call, but after some times that impulse was no longer, even then he would just go in order to just being true to the thought that came in his mind. So in every respect he followed that, and that is why he got so much power, so much insight and so much that it was not only identical with becoming a god. It was not only he was respected as someone, he was considered as someone who is the father of God. Isn't it the greatest of all gods? That means greatest of all gods, Sri Ramakrishna, because simply he followed the truth. So he said that Satya is the tapasya of this Kali Yuga, modern age. Stick to truth, whatever may whatever may come. But yes, if you cannot immediately tell, just speak the truth because it may harm you or harm others, you stay away from telling lie. You can politely say a no. Yes, I know it, but I cannot say because it may affect others. It may harm others. So that thing we can do. Just you are traveling, right? And you are far away from reaching to the destination where your friend is waiting for you or somebody else is waiting. You have not started the bus or even on the train, it has just started, and you are saying that almost you have reached within 1 kilometer from your destination, and your friend is expecting that you would reach soon, but then another half an hour or 1 hour spent, and then you just got down and you just told a few lies that there was huge traffic jam or such and such things. So these kind of practices we can avoid, right? Be honest. Do not tell lie even while just making fun with anyone. Uh, these are the harmless lies which we can avoid, right? Speak the truth, even when you are actually joking with your friends, and because they will not do any harm to anyone, and for the sake of fun, sometimes being very simple also works wonder. Sometimes being just for fun also, we can use truth, we can speak truth in such a manner that all will have burst into laughter. These are the things which we can avoid, and we can follow the path of truth. We can follow that values, time honored values in our life. Otherwise, God knows, or nobody knows rather, that when we ourselves will become the victim of such kind of pranks, such kind of lies, such kind of dishonest means, which we think it was essential for me to do, but when it is done, the same thing is it's me and I suffer, then no longer we support these things. So we expect the whole world to be honest, to be truthful, to be sincere, to be sympathetic, to be unselfish when they are dealing with any kind of matter with me, any kind of dealing with any kind of matter related with me. We expect the whole world to be just, but I myself can compromise with just remaining just, right, every time breaking the rule because I have believed only in such kind of values that they are essential, but I have never practiced, and I have compromised whenever my own interest mattered. So dishonesty pays, and not always in a favorable way, the way you want them, but it may cause some damage which may be irreparable for your entire life. So, do not leave the path of God, do not leave the path of truth. They are the most paying. They are the founder, you can say, foundation stones for building your life and character. And keep this in mind definitely, that a true life, a true human being, a man with integrity is respected by even the very dishonest persons. They never think or they never expect that you can also behave like them. You can also break rules or fail to keep promise. So even those who are dishonest, who are not, you can say that very much perfect human beings, they also cherish a lot of respect for you if you do not compromise with truth or with ideal. And hope this will give you a lot of inspiration to follow the character building method and to stick to the path of truth without any compromise. Thank you everyone for your patience. Wish you all the best. All success be yours, but always in the right path.